so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure.
Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel and thanks so much for spending just part of your day with me. If you're new here, my name is Amber Michawn and I do weekly DIYs, hauls, and other fun things. If you're not new here, hey doll, hey. First off, I hope that everyone is safe out there and everyone is continuing to practice social distancing and everyone just like recovers and is safe, healthy, clean your hands, sneeze in your shoulder or your elbow, and just, do everything you can to make sure that you don't get infected and that you don't infect anyone else if you already are. I know a few YouTubers on here posted their story, so my prayers and my hearts go out to you and your family members, but I pray that all of you are well. So in today's video, I am sharing with you a Kirkland inspired DIY. It's a dupe or whatever you want, look for less, whatever you want to call it. I saw this online and really wanted to get it, but it just was not in the wheelhouse of what I was looking to pay for. It's about $70, and I decided, you know what, let me go ahead and reach out of my comfort zone with my DIYs and make this myself. So that's exactly what I did. I went to Home Depot and I bought all the wood supplies that I needed and figured out what I needed to do. There was a lot of trial and error that you will see, but in the end, I really love the outcome that it came out to. I might put some greenery pieces up or something, but right now, this is what I have for you. If you do enjoy the video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up because it definitely helps on my channel. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it so you don't miss an upload. All right, dolls, let's get started. So the first thing I did was head over to Home Depot to see which wood pieces I wanted to get. I found this Ballups, I believe that's what it's named, for 87 cents. This is going to act as my supports for the back of my frame. And it was only 87 cents and I got 3 of them. Then I found the actual post that I want to put the pictures on. These were 98 cents and I actually got them cut down in half because they were really long. So I actually only bought 4. Then I picked up this wood stain in special walnut. I really liked the way the color looked on here, so that's what I'm choosing to stain these wood pieces with. So with the Kirkland's wood frame, the pieces that hold the pictures are a lot thicker, and even though I had these cut down, I needed some way to keep them together. So I decided to use E6000 because I could not find my wood glue. I thought I had wood glue, and when I got back from Home Depot, it wasn't there and I just couldn't go back out. So I put E6000 on the back of 2 of these flat pieces and let it dry for a few hours, and it pretty much worked. I started to stain the wood pieces. You can see me here, the 2 pieces that are together, they held together pretty well. Now I only did those, I didn't do the rest of them because I wanted to see how I could actually find a different way to have these put together, because I just wasn't sure if I wanted to wait that long to let all of those pieces dry. But then this is what they look like after drying for a few hours. I really love how everything turned out. Some pieces are darker, some pieces are lighter. I let them dry overnight and didn't touch them, but I really love the look of them because it's not too matchy and I like that. So then what I'm going to do is go ahead and space these out. I believe that I put the 3 post pieces about almost a foot apart, and then what I'm going to do is figure out how to make sure I can get this on a straight line surface. And I took 2 of these cardboard signs that I had from Dollar Tree that I'm doing for another project, and I lined them up so that way I can make sure I have straight pieces and across. And then what I did to make sure that all of this was even, I placed my top wood planks. They were about 1.5 inches hanging off the side of the ends of each post, if that makes any sense. And so I did that for all of the planks going down. And then for the planks in between, I went ahead and put them 4 inches apart going down. So they're 1 inch from the outside of the post and then 4 inches in between. What I did here, since I didn't have these two together, I went ahead and had a staple gun, and I staple gunned them, wanted to see if that would work. And it's like I told you before, it's a lot of trial and error, but we're gonna get through this. So what I'm doing here is putting them 4 inches apart. I went ahead and did the bottom first to make sure that it was 1 inch from the top, and so that way I could rearrange how the two middle pieces would be far apart, and I believe they're about 4 to 5 inches. Let's fast forward to another few hours. The staples did not work whatsoever. They were too short to go through the thick wood posts. So I went ahead and took those off. Luckily, I only did one post. I didn't do all of the planks. I only did one. So I went ahead and took those off. And as you can see, my E6000 did not hold up to keep these planks together. Actually, what I'm going to do is attempt to do the E6000, and instead of letting it dry for just a few hours, I'm going to do overnight. And what I'm going to do is just put a little bit on the post where the planks meet, if that makes any sense. You can see what I'm doing here, and just kind of pushing down, holding it down a little bit, and then having a few pieces that I have around the house hold them down, that are heavy, to hold them down in place. And I actually did let this dry overnight to make sure that it stayed, and it actually worked pretty well. I guess through all this I could have just got Gorilla Glue, some wood glue, but I used what I had on hand because sometimes that's all we have. Next, what I'm going to do, just to make sure that this absolutely stays in place, is I'm just going to go ahead and screw it in there. I have a screwdriver, automatic screwdriver, whatever you want to call it, and I just screwed all of them in. Next, I always get told and asked, I don't ever show how I hang my items up, so that's what I'm doing here. I got these hooks from Home Depot. They are called D-ring hangers, and then I have these cup hooks that I also got from Home Depot, and basically what I'm going to do is screw that in to the wall and then go ahead and hang it from the post. Once I have that hung up, then I go ahead and get some pictures that I want to put up and just hang them up. You can put whatever you want up, pictures, you can put cards up. I also put some cards up. You can put anything you want, but I just kind of wanted to show you the way that it will kind of look when it comes out. And I absolutely love this. I love that the screws are exposed. It gives it a real, industrial, rustic look. And I really hope you enjoyed it. Well, that's all I have for you dolls today. I really hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you give me a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.